Honorable Men Discord. Cam Newton's talking about pulling the plug on finances for Auburn's football program. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend and tell a friend I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So let's get straight to it. Before I play this video that I have queued up, which is of Cam Newton speaking to the football program about his expectations for the players. Before I press play on that, I just want to put some respect on Cam Newton's name, because I said to myself, I learned of Cam Newton when he played for the Carolina Panthers. And I know about that year where they lost against the Denver Broncos, but they did lose against a Hall of Fame quarterback in Peyton Manning, which is the brother of the quarterback for my team, formerly for my team, the New York Giants. But with that being said, I want to put some respect on Cam Newton's name. All right. Cam Newton played for one season for Auburn. So that's his connection for Auburn. Prior to that, he played for two other colleges, but he played for Auburn in 2010, in which they had a 14-0 season, and they won the championship, the national championship for Auburn that year in 2010. Then he went into the draft 2011, and he was picked up by the Carolina Panthers. So just consider that. He played 1 year, his junior year for Auburn, had a 14-0 season, and then they win a championship. It's legendary. Those things just don't happen. So amazing, phenomenal, right? It also earned him the Heisman Trophy, which is a lot of football players have not received the Heisman Trophy. So he's among the elites in receiving that. All right. So he goes into the draft 2011. 2015 is when he went to the Super Bowl with the Carolina Panthers, and they lost to the Denver Broncos. But say what you may about that loss, he lost to a Hall of Fame quarterback in Peyton Manning. All right. And he was great himself, but it was Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is an amazing quarterback. But with that being said, aside from that, he started off at the University of Florida. He was back up to Tim Tebow, who at that time, if you remember, Tim Tebow was all in the papers for on and off field reasons. And he was a big name at the time, but then when he went into the NFL, I believe it fizzled out, unlike Cam Newton. And that's no shot at Tim Tebow. And then he also played for a junior college. It says Blinn College in Texas, which was a junior college. So he played for Florida first, University of Florida. He was back up to Tim Tebow, and then he played for Blinn College, which is a junior college. So you would think after junior college to end up at Auburn and do what he did at Auburn that 14-0 season, it's amazing, which is why I wanted to get all of that out, put respect on his name before playing this video, because you got to understand why he's speaking with this passion. So let's get to this video, and then I'm going to speak about it further.
And go back to where the hell they came from. I'm tired of supporting something that's not winning. Can you deliver that message to them, please? Especially to the parents.
Yeah.
Before they ask for money, we want winners. That's our restitution. We give you money, you give us wins. And if you don't, Control, Alt, Delete. And go back to where the hell they came from. I'm tired.
I'm playing it one more time. All right, because I didn't get it from where he said go back from the where the hell they came from. So let's go back at the beginning.
And go back to where the hell they came from. I'm tired of supporting something that's not winning. Can you deliver that message to them, please? Especially to the parents.
Yeah.
Before they ask for money, we want winners. That's our restitution. We give you money, you give us wins. And if you don't, Control, Alt, Delete. And go back.
All right, so I'm going to speak about what he just said, but I just have to note this also, and this is again putting respect on his name. See, Auburn went 10-0 back in 1957. That was the first time they won a national championship, right? And the second time was with Cam Newton in 2010. So the reason why I had to point those things out is because it brings meaning to his energy and the reason why he's speaking the way he's speaking. Now, at first, when I came across this clip, I said, man, that was kind of harsh. Why is he talking like that? Now, you don't have to like that he's speaking this way, but understand he doesn't have to give money to his alma mater. He's doing that because he's grateful for his experience and his time at Auburn, and he's obviously invested in the program. And one could only assume that the reason why he said make sure you get that message to the parents, one can only assume is that there's probably been some complaining about inadequate equipment or whatever, is going on within that program that I'm not privy to. He's speaking to the fact that, listen, I have no problem hearing the request and demands from family members, but can we start winning, right? And again, when I first came across this, I was like, man, he's coming across a little aggressive and harsh, because I saw someone in the comments say wins are not guaranteed, and that's true in any sport. Wins are not guaranteed, but and I haven't been watching Auburn games, so anyone who comes across this episode, if you've been watching Auburn play, speak to the fact of how they've been playing as far as effort's concerned, because I'm pretty sure if he saw effort and they were losing, I don't think he would speak this way. So maybe he's not even seeing effort from the players, and he's looking at it like he's wasting his money. So again, he does not have to contribute money to that program. He doesn't, but he's choosing to. So that's his demands, and he rightfully could say what he wants to say about it. At first I thought it was something a little bit wrong with the way he was speaking, but I don't see anything wrong with it. The question is, and if you watching this episode, do you feel he could have taken another approach? Do you think he's wrong for the way that he's delivering his message? I personally don't think that there's anything wrong with the way he's delivering the message. If anything, he's putting them on notice. It's like, listen, I'm here for you guys, but if you guys are going to keep playing the way you're playing, I'm going to back out of this situation. It's a bad investment. He could put his money into other things, and that's exactly what he's saying in an indirect way by saying Control Alt Delete. And yeah, I mean, listen, the man is a winner. He's a winner. He clearly from the 14-0 record that he gave the university, which also they said that there's a statue made for him. He has a statue also. And that's in addition to having a Heisman Trophy. Let me see what else I have here. Just give me one moment, all right? So it says, 2010 National Championship in Heisman. Newton was the lead of Auburn's last national team, which I mentioned before, recording 30 passing touchdowns and 20 rushing touchdowns in that single season. Wow. Legacy and honors. He has a statue outside Jordan Hare Stadium, and the university formally retired his jersey number 2. So a retired jersey. Remember, keep in mind, this is putting respect on Cam Newton's name and why he was speaking the way he was speaking. You're talking about a man who has a statue. How many players do you know have a statue at a university? How many players do you know led their team, and I don't care what sport you're talking about, in a 14-0 winning streak, and then also win the championship? All right, so he has a statue in the Jordan Hare Stadium. It says, return to program. Newton is a key advocate for the program's success, recently engaging in a new head coach, Alex Galesh, and mentoring current players / parents regarding NIL and team culture in 2026, which is it's a tribute to the video. It's an attribute to the video, I should say. Academic connection. He fulfilled a promise to his mother by earning a sociology degree from Auburn University. Impressive. So he's not just the man that you see wearing unique fashion whilst having a podcast. All right, so for those of you that didn't know all of this, he's more than the man that you see that has a podcast. All right. This man has left his mark at a university, and not a lot of people can say they've done it on that level. There's not a lot of great players that have gone through universities that could say, my university gave me a statue. Think about that. All right. So regardless if he didn't get an NFL championship, you know, he left his mark on the collegiate level, and it's impressive. I'm impressed. What's your thoughts on how he addressed the program? Do you think he should have went a different way, or or rightfully so? We don't even know how much money he's donating to the program. That's another thing too. When you're speaking with this passion, I'm pretty sure it's more than just a few $1,000s he's donated to the program. And the next thing would be, is he donating money alone, or is he also donating his time? All right. And I believe he's at one of the facilities right now speaking. So clearly he's donating not just money, he's donating his time. So he's invested. He's truly invested. Aside from having a family, children, and having his podcast, he's invested in his alma mater. And hats off to him. You got to respect that. But listen, that's all I have on this episode. What's your thoughts on all of this? As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend and tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, stay honorable.